All right, so today we got a customized 1/6 scale sideshow Freddy Krueger figure. As you can see, this thing has been heavily customized from what it was. I'm a huge fan of Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, as well as you all know I'm a big Friday the 13th fan, as I've mentioned in my previous videos. The Nightmare franchise and Friday the 13th are my top two horror franchises of all time. I would even say they're close to being tied as just a number one as a whole, just because those are the two franchises I grew up watching the most, and I absolutely love them both. And Nightmare on Elm Street was actually the first horror movie I ever saw at a very young age, so I really appreciated. That's kind of what got me into horror, I guess you could say. So, yeah. The die was by Paul Manzi over at Stress Labs, and he did a great job on that. So Paul added an Elm Street sign, like on the curb of the street. The sign does move, so you can angle it any which way you want. Great detail on that. Love the paintwork on the curb setting. Some little leaves on there, some rocks, little patches of grass, real wood pole. The sign is very well weathered. And we have a base over here, etched into the pavement or alleyway pavement is "Never Sleep Again" in kind of greenish water. Paul said that the greenish water was supposed to replicate the green blood when he cut off his finger in the first film, so he was kind of going for that color green, which I kind of think that's a nice touch. It's really cool that he paid that attention to detail there. Got a real 1/6 scale wood pallet in the background. Some bricks, which I can kind of move around if I so choose. He did a great job on the bricks. They look like real bricks, so he did a great job on that. The weathering's really good. The weathering on the pallet's amazing. He added some 1/6 scale trash bags in the back. Because this is supposed to be like an alleyway scene. I kind of, when I look at this dial, I kind of think of like the scene in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 with when he's fighting Taryn and that kind of alleyway scene. But it's kind of like a mixture of a bunch of the films. Because as you can see back here, it's got some missing kid posters. And you got Taryn over there from Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Got Kincaid from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4. And down here, you got the picture of Spencer from Freddy's Dead. So that's really cool. This is kind of like a compilation of all of the films in one dial, which is kind of nice. I like all the mixtures of different aspects of the films that he added in. So the wall in the back is all wood, but he made it look like it's real brick and everything. I think the detail on this wall is phenomenal. Very well done. It actually looks like a real brick wall, which is amazing. Great detail on that. The ground is very well weathered, and it actually looks like pavement, which is amazing. Very, very happy to have this this dial. It's amazing, and can't say enough good things about it. I'm not sure if this is the prototype one or not. I think this is the first one he did, if I'm not mistaken, with the without the hole in the wall. Because I know he did a dial like this, but there was a hole in the middle of the wall to look like Freddy was coming out of it. But I wanted the solid wall on mine. So yeah, the figure has been reworked very heavily. As I said, this is a sideshow Freddy that has been heavily reworked. The pants, I believe these pants are sideshow pants, the ones that came with the figure, but they may have been weathered a little bit. The sweater is 100% custom and made by David Tucker over at C Creations. David did an outstanding job on this sweater. I mean, the weathering on this is insane. The tattering along the wrist, the by the waist and everything like that. Just the tattering on this is just like it's insane. This sweater is just amazing. In my opinion, it is the best 1/6 scale Freddy sweater that I've seen. It's custom, and I think David knocked this out of the park. Like it's amazing to look at in person. The video is probably not doing enough justice, but it's really good. Very well tailored to the body and everything. Just amazing. I'm not sure if Paul or David was the one who re-weathered the gloves. So Paul or David, if you're watching, comment down below which one of you did the glove. But anyways, the glove was completely repainted and re-weathered, and just to make it look a little more accurate. Because before it looked good, but it looked a little like just a plastic Freddy glove hand. But they did a really good job making it look rusted, whichever one did it. And it looks really good. It has some rust of the blades. The copper stands out a lot more. The brass plate over here really stands out. Overall, the glove looks a lot better than it did, and I think whoever did it did an outstanding job on that. The glove is just amazing. Some blood, some rust on it. I love this pose with the glove too, because in Nightmare on Elm Street 4, when he's kind of standing there in the junkyard when he first comes back, he's got his glove hand by his waist, and this is the kind of pose it was in. So I always like that kind of pose of him just standing there, just like this, with his arms by his side and his glove kind of in that position. Always thought that was a cool stance for Freddy. The head sculpt was repainted. Completely repainted by, I believe, Paul Manzi. He did a good job on this. It looks insane. He re-weathered the teeth, made them look a little more rotted, stand out a little bit more. The weathering on the face is just phenomenal. It looks a lot better than it did before. It was more like a peach color, like a normal skin color. Sideshow did a great job on the sculpt, but it definitely needed a repaint. I think Paul did an outstanding job repainting this. He even had like a little, let's see, you can see the burnt ear part. He was trying to do a burnt spot on the ear, kind of replicating from the first film, which is kind of cool. He really made the reds and burns on the face really pop. Made him look a lot better. And the hat is by David Tucker, and he did an outstanding job on this. I mean, the plastic hat was good, but once again, I believe it was black paint originally, and I ended up having the Sideshow hat before that I repainted, and I couldn't get it to where I wanted. So when this figure was up for sale and I saw that it came with a real felt 1/6 scale hat, I thought it was really, really cool. David did a great job on this. Amazing. Really well done. The weathering on it is great. And yeah, overall, this figure is just a lot better than it was. I felt whatever they did, all the stuff they did to this figure really made it stand out, and just overall gave it a better shelf presence than it had before. Not that Sideshow did a bad job. I just feel like with a lot of the figures, sometimes you gotta have them customized or do some work to them. But yeah, after what they did to this, David Tucker and Paul, I'm very happy with it, and I think this screams Nightmare on Elm Street. I want to say this particular version right here, this head sculpt and everything, to me it screams more of Nightmare on Elm Street 4 Dream Master. I think it really screams that with this head sculpt. I know some people didn't like the head sculpt, but since this one was repainted, I'm very happy with it. So overall, this is just a really, really good piece, and very, very happy to have it. Some more side shots. Once again, the dials by Paul Manzi over at Distress Labs. Once again, he killed it. Did an amazing job on this, and yeah, really stands out. Adds a real nice shelf presence. And the figure, once again, was reworked by Paul Manzi and David Tucker, and they absolutely killed this thing as well. It's really well done, and I'm very, very happy to have it. So shout out to everyone involved, and yeah, thank you for watching. Once again, this is my customized 1/6 scale Sideshow Freddy Krueger figure, and yeah, thanks for watching.